Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a general twin flame reading that's going to tap into all the energy between you and your twin flame and also what's going on with their karmic partner. So some of you guys are in twin flame separation or in soulmate separation, and your twin flame is with another person or in a relationship with another person. And so we're going to look into that energy and see what's going on with them in their karmic and just everything that's going on with the twin flame. And at the end, we're going to get advice. And so remember, this is a general reading. Parts of it might resonate with you, parts of it might not. Maybe for some of you guys, the whole reading will resonate. That's really who it's for. I feel like this is just for a small group of people in specific, or maybe just one or two people in specific. So if that's you, definitely leave comments below. Let me know if it resonates, and we're going to tap into this situation. Even if your twin isn't with the karmic, I'll let you know the part in the reading that you can just disregard if that's not your situation. So to clarify, once again, this is for twin flames who are in separation. And I'm not here to tell you who your twin flame is or who it isn't or whatnot. That's up to you and like what your heart is telling you. Maybe you can see this as a reading for a love interest or a soulmate, but I feel like it's going to apply most of all to people who really feel they have a twin flame connection. So go ahead and get some tea, you guys, or get some popcorn or whatever. This is going to be a big reading. As you can tell, I have a ton of cards here. A lot of questions, and I want to thank my sponsors. Those of you guys who purchase personal readings from me, you are the ones who are supporting me, so I'm able to take some time to do readings like this for the whole channel. So thank you to my sponsors, and if you would like to sponsor me, head over to promiseharmony.com/services, where you can get your own personal reading or personal coaching with me, or you can even Skype with me or video chat with me to ask questions. If you're watching this reading on the day that it has been released, I have a spring sale and it is over after Sunday, okay? So if you would like to participate in the spring sale, head over to my website. Information is in the descriptions and comments below. Everything is on sale until the end of the 21st of April, 2019, I believe. And this is a timeless reading. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to look into is what the current energy is between you and your twin flame. Doesn't matter if this person's divine masculine, divine feminine, just whoever this person is, we're looking into the current energy between you guys. Wow. So there's a lot of grief going on. I mean, this card is very specific. It's like the energy I feel is that both parties, like both of you guys, are sad because of the separation and feeling almost kind of like you've missed your window. Now that's never the case with twin flames, because no matter what's going on, no matter how far away or how far apart you are or what's come between you, you know, if love is meant to be, if a connection's meant to be, you will always find your way back to each other. And sometimes the separation just needs to take place in order for karma to be cleared, or in order for you and them to be able to go on your own paths or on your own journey, to be able to learn certain lessons in life, to be able to grow into the people you're supposed to become. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect and everything has to be perfect in order for you to come into that union or come together romantically. But sometimes there's just a series of events that needs to take place. And so I feel like there's this grief because it's like both of you guys know that the situation right now almost feels irreparable. It almost feels like you guys really are just letting each other go, and that it almost feels kind of hopeless. But I feel like one or both of you does want to come forward to express love. There's a decision that either you have to make or that they have to make to express their love. So the ball is in somebody's court right now. It's either yours or it's theirs. You'll know if it's in your court. If the ball's in your court, you'll just know. And if the ball's in their court, you'll also just know in your heart. But it feels like the ball's in somebody's court and this person needs to, when they're ready, to come forward and express love. But there's this grief because this hasn't happened, or maybe it's not the right time, or there's some material, things that are in the way, or some energies that are kind of in the way. And so, very interesting. So what energy is leaving the connection? What energy is on its way out? So I'm not surprised to see this card at all. Healing family issues. What happens in your life growing up can affect your relationships in the future, your romantic relationships, your relationship with your caregivers, or your parents growing up, your family or your community. That is like your primary relationship. And as you get older, your new primary relationship becomes people that you are romantic with, or living with, or married to, or in a relationship with. And so that's a way for these type of issues to kind of be healed. We tend to repeat our past until we've learned the lesson, or until we've cleared the karma, or until we have healed ourselves from it, whatever way you want to look at it. And so this is something that's leaving the connection. It's like both of you guys have had a chance to really mature through life, to heal what's happened in the past. Maybe you or them, or both of you guys, had trauma related to your family or how you were raised that kind of made it difficult to connect with people in love, or put a chip on your shoulder. Or maybe there was just random stuff that happened in life. Like sometimes coming from poverty, for instance, can make it difficult for people to be able to kind of get a strong foundation in their life, to be able to get a roof over their head, food on their table, just get to a place where they're out of survival mode, so they can think about wanting love or connection, or I could move in with someone, or I could actually pursue somebody, or take them on dates, or sometimes life just keeps you so stuck in this survival mode to where love is the last thing on your mind, or having a connection or pursuing somebody is the last thing on your mind. Sometimes you've got to focus on yourself and what's in front of you. And so that's kind of a vibe that was going on for a while, maybe even years, between you and the twin flame, and these issues are being healed. It's like both of you guys are able to, I love the strength card, I didn't even see that, stand on your own 2 feet. There's a good foundation on both sides. It's like you guys aren't defining yourself by your past anymore. There's cords that have been cut. There's this energy of freedom. This is talking about being grounded, and grounded energy is just like having peace, not being so caught up in the chaos and the fear and the suffering of the adult world. We have moments where we get like that, or days where we get like that, but this is talking about generally there's a balance to the energies on both sides. And there actually have been some victories. There have been some things that have been accomplished. There have been a lot of blessings coming in. I feel like wealth has been built, or a strong foundation has been built on both sides. I get this word adulting, maybe you guys are both just really adulting, getting stuff done, finding yourselves as individuals and healing from the past. And there's this beautiful energy of grace. And so what's leaving the connection is a lot of the outside factors, a lot of the fears from the past, or the energies of chaos that both parties brought in to the connection, the ability to kind of see with just clear, a clear mind and a clear logic. And so, and a clear heart. Now let's see what energy is coming into the connection. Okay, so this is interesting. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So with some people that are here for this reading, commitment could be coming into the connection, like an actual commitment, or energy coming from you or from them, pursuing the relationship. And this is an opportunity. So there is an opportunity coming into the connection, and we see celebration too. And here's the reunion card. So this is talking about a union, a reunion, a reconnection, and we see dedication here. But I hesitate because I feel like for some people, this could actually not be talking about you and your twin flame. This could be talking about your twin flame and their karmic taking another step forward, because we see this jealousy card and we see this broken heart, and we kind of see these flames, and so it could be complicated for some people. There could also be opportunities coming in the career or just with the foundation to kind of lay the path for a union. But I feel like for most of you guys, the energy that's coming in is some kind of sign, some kind of message about like you guys being on the right path, opportunities to connect, some pretty good vibes for most of you guys. Now, let's look into what's going on with your twin flame and their karmic. So the person that they're with, if you're their twin flame, the person they're with is probably a karmic or perhaps a karmic soulmate. And so if this doesn't resonate to you, the next two messages you can skip forward. You can skip until I start pulling this card. Like if your twin flame is single right now, then this card here and this card here I'm about to talk about, skip that and move ahead to this, okay? But if your twin flame is in a karmic relationship, is with another person, let's just see what's going on between them. So there's this desire for freedom here, and that's exactly what this card means, is like wanting to get out of the cave. I kind of feel like your twin and their karmic are really stuck in a rut. They're stuck in a routine, stuck in a habit. It feels very codependent. And this message here is saying that they're exhausted. They're both exhausted, tired physically. They're very drained. And that happens in a karmic relationship. You will drain each other. If you're in a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship, something that's a true vibrational match to you, then you will be energized around them. You will feel like they bring light to your life. You're always going to have arguments with people, like even the best of friends or the best of soulmates or twin flames will still have disagreements or arguments or need to spend time apart sometimes. But I'm talking more about just like the general energy overall is very draining when you're with a karmic. And I remember in the past when I dated this person that I know was a karmic, looking back on it, tired. I would sleep all the time around them. Like I wouldn't want to go out with them. I wouldn't want to explore life with them. I just like, I don't know, we just Netflixed and chilled and just like didn't do very much because I don't know, I couldn't really live with them. So that's kind of the vibe I feel here, is like they can't really move forward with this person. Like they make plans and it seems like they're always working forever to make it happen. One of them is putting in most of the effort, and the other one, it could be your twin flame that's putting in most of the effort in the relationship, or their karmic that's putting in a lot of the effort, but there's not a lot coming back. It's not an equal exchange in the relationship. It's not like people are, they're keeping track. I give this, you give that, but it's just generally, it's not even. It's not a vibrational match, and the give and receive flow is kind of off, and I kind of feel like they don't speak each other's love languages. There's a lack of understanding here. I love this quote. I don't know where I heard it from, but it goes, true love is understanding. It's like a true love is somebody that they just know you. And maybe they get to know you through time, and like they really, kind of get on that vibe with you. And for some people, it's like they just know you from day one. It's somebody who they know you, they get you, and they can speak your language, or they understand you, or it's like, that's why sometimes people say like, oh, my twin flame or my true love, like they're my other half. I don't necessarily feel like a twin flame completes you, but they complement your energy. and they understand you. And I don't know if I see this here with your twin and their karmic. And we see this desire for freedom. Like, when you're in the relationship that's right for you, you won't feel that ball and chain kind of effect. You'll feel free to be yourself, to express yourself. There's trust in the relationship. And so you don't need to look outside of it. And sometimes you will hardly even feel attracted to other people. Like, yeah, you'll see someone who's hot and you'll be like, damn, that person's fire, but it'll pass. Like, you won't find yourself looking outside of the relationship. You won't find yourself like trying to meet those needs other places. Like, you will continuously feel drawn to this person. You'll feel committed. You'll feel attracted. You'll feel like there's always something new and fresh, and life is always growing and expanding around them, and opportunities are coming in. Yes, you'll go through rough patches when you're with your twin. Yes, there will be situations where like it's rough or fights, or that kind of happens, but I kind of feel like this situation here with them and their karmic is a lot of fighting. It's either a lot of fighting, but for some of these people here, some of you guys, it's more like a disconnect where there's not a lot of communication. It's a routine. There's not really much that's happening. There's plans that are made, but they're never reached. You know, either the karmic or the person who's your twin is looking at other people or flirting with other people or getting attracted to other people, or maybe there's even some deception going on. And I feel like the truth is one or both of them desires freedom from this connection. So now let's see, how does your twin flame feel about their karmic partner? So how are they feeling about this person that they're with or interested in, their karmic partner? How are they feeling about it? Well, they feel stuck because of their work. It could be that they depend on this person financially, or they feel like they need to support this person financially. It has something to do with their work. Maybe they work with this person, or they have a business together, or they can work together as a team, but it's more like an arrangement versus love. They have hope, you know. I still kind of see this connection going on. Like, they feel safe with this person. They feel comfortable with them, but it doesn't feel passionate. There's like a lack of passion here. It feels safe. It feels like almost more just like a friendship, or just like an arrangement, or just like, it's almost like they've settled, you know? They can create together. They can come up with good ideas together, you know, and they appreciate that about this person. They like this person's creative mind. They like this person's energy. But the truth is, there's a lack of passion. There might not be a lot happening in the bedroom, or something's off there, or it's just like there's a red flag, like about them spending the rest of their life or a long significant time with this person. It feels like this is a person who's just for right now, instead of being the person that's like the right one, if that makes sense. But they still have hope. They're still hoping that maybe something will change, or that they can just kind of get over it, or let go of their needs, or it feels a little delusional, you know? So now we're moving on to your twin flame's feelings about you currently. Well, there's this believe card here, which makes me think that they do kind of believe that there's something between you guys, or that there could be a possibility here. And they dream about you. This is talking about dreams, thoughts, fantasies, visions. So you might even be coming into their dreams. They might be having dreams about you, and they might wake up and be like, what the hell? Why am I dreaming about this person? It could just be that they sometimes fantasize about you, or they hear a song and it like reminds them of you or something. I feel like you're definitely in their thoughts. They want a new beginning. They think about you. You feel very far away. they definitely want some kind of new beginning. And they think about like, maybe once this cycle in my life is over, or if things change, maybe I could reach out or start something new. But it feels like what's preventing them is their empowerment. They don't feel empowered to create that change, or to like start fresh, or to like throw everything behind. So next, we're looking into just like what's going on in their career. So what's going on in your twin flame's career? So they are, being very responsible. They're at this place in their life where this is a huge priority for them. And I don't know if that was the case in the past, but this is everything to them. This is what they're very loyal to. And I think that's good, because, you want to be with somebody who is responsible. But there seems to be some deception. I feel an issue with an authority figure or a coworker. I feel like, obviously there's a lot of people here watching this reading, but I think for some of your twin flames, there is something happening, like a layoff or getting fired, or their hours getting cut. They're gonna have to like move into another situation in the future. I feel like they're just being patient. Their heart might already be telling them, I need to move more towards my truth, or I need to switch this up, or I need to like start my own business, or like look for another job. But they're just trying to wait and see what happens approach. But whatever happens, I see them being very responsible, and I don't see really any big issues. There'll be some changes, but they're gonna handle it. Next, we're gonna see what's going on in their mind in general, like what's on their mind. They want to take a risk. They want to go somewhere new. They want an adventure. Maybe they just like really want to take a vacation. They want to break. They work very, very hard. It's like they want to respect themselves. They want to be true to themselves. And this could be talking about love. Like it could be what's on their mind is thinking like they want to make more choices that are in alignment with themselves and love. Maybe connect with you or move closer to you. But I just feel like this is in general. They want to take a risk. They want to take a leap of faith. They want something new in their life. They want to change. So they're feeling very stuck. And they were constantly thinking about creating change, doing something new, going somewhere else. It could be moving. It could be traveling. It could be changing their situation. It could be bringing something new in their life. Like they want to change. Whatever that means for them, they want a big change. That's what's on their mind. Now we're going to look into their emotional body, like what's going on in their emotional body, what's going on with their emotions, like what's kind of emotionally going on with them. They want to be honest, and this feels like something that has to do with their karmic connection. They want to have a conversation where they can speak their emotions and be honest. This could have to do with you. It could have to do with speaking with you or speaking with the karmic. And this definitely has to do with love. This is the soulmate card, two polar opposites coming together, passion, nurturing, like they want to speak their truth. That's what's going on in their emotions. Now we're looking into like what action that they will be kind of taking, what action they're working on taking right now in their life. Got a lot of cards for this. So some of them are going to propose to the karmic, or are thinking about getting married to the karmic, or are just kind of going to stay in that relationship for a while, even though it's a struggle. But we do see the transition card. A transition will be coming where they're going to realize they're very unfulfilled. And we see them seeking happiness. We also see boredom. As far as action they're going to take, I don't really feel like they're at a place right now where they're going to be taking a lot of action. This kind of looks to me like they're staying in the same situation for a while, but they're just thinking over stuff in their emotions and in their mind. So as far as the action they're taking, doesn't look like they're taking a lot of action despite what's on their mind. This could go on for a couple weeks, couple months, not sure, different for everyone, but like it seems like they're just kind of waiting. Now we're going to look into what they are unsure about. So what is your twin flame unsure about? and we pull the twin flame card. So they're unsure about you, you know? They really do want clarity about this connection. And they might not think of you as a twin flame. This is just a label, you guys. It doesn't have to mean anything. I think for me, twin flame just means someone you have a strong connection with, like a feeling of destiny about. For some people, they like to think of it as like their spiritual soul partner, or some people just like to think of it as like, oh, their soulmate, or just the person I'm into, or the person I want to be with. It's really whatever, but it's like they are just unsure about just who their twin flame is, or who they want to be with, or like what this means to them, or how to go about it, and like how to actually set goals. Like I think for them, it's about taking action. It's about having a clear intention and being able to move forward and just take the risk and make it happen. And so they're kind of more just like, they like to just go with the flow and let things happen and unfold naturally. But sometimes in life, you do have to take the reins. You do have to be the one to make a decision and be like, this is what I want, I'm gonna get it. And so that's kind of what's going on with them. But I don't see like they're a little unsure, but their style is more just like go with the flow. And we'll see where that takes them, you know, because if you want something, get it. But they're kind of more just like, let's just vibe it out. So that's kind of what they're unsure about. They're unsure, like, should I take action here, or should I just keep letting things go the way they're going? Because they're comfortable. They're somewhat comfortable, you know. They still have hope for their situation. You know, they're fulfilling responsibilities, but it's like this dueling side of them, because there's freedom that they desire as well. So what are they sure about? What are they sure about? Well, they are sure that there's a connection between you guys. Here's the validation card. Here's a soulmate card. They are sure that there's a connection, you know, that there's something here. They also know, and they're sure that like they have a lot to work on. This is the clearance card, talking about cutting cords from the past. For them, there's always something to work on. There's always something to do. And so it's like they're sure of that. They're sure that if they keep working, they're going to generate more prosperity, more abundance. Like they're sure of like a positive future. They're looking pretty optimistic about life. But this is the fear card, and this is the insecurity card. And so like this is talking about like, for them, it could be that even though they have this optimistic side, they're looking through the lens of fear and insecurity. And so they find 1,000,001 reasons why not to move forward or not to take decisive action. So interesting. Now we're going to get some cards. This is advice for them, and then this is advice for you. So obviously, like, advice for them is just like what their advice would be. So you might find it interesting to hear that. And then this is advice for you, which you could take however it resonates or implement it, whatever you want to do. So this is advice for them. So we see separate with the karmic and fulfill yourself and go with your twin flame. Duh. But next we see this imbalance card. Maybe this is talking about like balance yourself first, or find your balance, and from that place you can make a decision. Clear all the distractions away. Don't let anyone influence you, whether it's the karmic or the twin flame or your job or this or that or your parents or this, blah, blah. Just find your center, and from that make a decision. And whatever decision you make will be supported. Whatever decision you make, spirit will support it, or the universe will support it, or your higher self, or whatever. However you look at it will support you. Like, it doesn't matter what choice you make, it will be supported. It will work out. That's something I've realized about my life, is sometimes I freak out about making choices, but I'm like, I can make whatever choice I want, and if I just put my all into it, and I'm logical as well, and I, take the right steps, like, it's going to be supported. The universe doesn't really reward you for one thing and punish you for another. There are such things as actions and consequences, but if you move from your heart space and what you feel is right to you, anything can work out. Like you can leap and the net will appear. This is kind of what I did when I decided to travel and like just go around the world. I was just, for so long I thought I couldn't, or I wasn't able to, and then one day I just decided I'm gonna do it, and everything worked out perfectly. It's because I made that decision, I made it happen, but I also, it had to work out. It had to, because that was what I wanted. That's the choice I made. So I feel like when it comes to taking any kind of risk, if you decide it's what you really want and you go for it, it has no choice but to work out. So you can take risks, you can change when you're ready, but do it from a place that's like centered and like what you want. And there's nothing wrong with having desires. There's nothing wrong with wanting things, or wanting to be with a certain person, or wanting to change your situation. You know, sometimes you hurt other people along the way, but there's a way for you to be kind, and a way for you to honor the people who've been in your life or who are around you by still following your heart and making big changes. I feel like that's the message for your twin flame. And here's advice for you. So this says worth waiting for. So for you, this could be talking about your twin flame is worth waiting for, and to trust in divine timing. And then this is go with the flow. It's funny because it seems like the advice for your twin flame is to take action and clearly make a decision. And for you, it's go with the flow. It's almost like you guys are switching, because you're the one who wants to take action. They're the ones that are go with the flow, but they need to take action and you need to go with the flow. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is just kind of go with the flow. And this is visualization. I feel like this is talking about visualizing a positive outcome here, visualizing that everyone involved is going to get what they want, visualizing that there's many possibilities, maybe not getting so hung up on this one person or this one possibility or one opportunity or one way it can come together, and realize like you are whole and you are complete in and of yourself, even if you are in twin flame separation, like, or you're not together with someone you care about. You can still have a really beautiful life, and this person and this happening and the union and whatever are coming together romantically doesn't have to be the end all be all to your life. It could be the cherry on top to an already amazing life. So work to visualize and create a life that you're proud of. Work and visualize to do the best you can every day, and to wake up just feeling thankful to be here, and just feeling thankful to be who you are, and thankful to just be the witness and experience this beautiful life. And work to create positive change. You know, there are some negative aspects of this world, and a lot of us have different passions and talents and gifts and skills where we can help spread awareness, or we can help make changes. You can be the change. Allow yourself to really nurture yourself and love yourself, and give yourself that attention and that self-respect that you feel like you're craving from this other person. Fill that void you have inside. The heavy, dense energy of the separation or not being with this person can be a lot sometimes. And there's the fear and doubt if it ever is going to work out, but don't let that be the end all be all to your life. Don't spend your days pining and waiting and wishing and feeling like it's awful if this isn't happening now, or if it never happens. Just continue to live your beautiful life. Be happy for every moment. Visualize a positive outcome and work towards it. So that is your advice. I hope this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I had a lot of requests to do this reading, and so I figured I would just go for it today. If you would like a reading that's similar to this for your specific situation, check out my website, promiseharmony.com/services. I've got love readings up. You can Skype with me. I've got a lot of different products, services up on my website that could help you. And just stay tuned, because I will be posting here pretty much every day on this channel for you guys, reading the cards for you all. So thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out.